E29, the wash day miracle that gives you the cleanest clothes in town, brings you in person, direct from Hollywood, that zany, lovable clown of clowns, Red Skelton.
T-I-D-E, Tide presents Red Skelton.
Thank you. Thank you. My name is David Rose, and I'm the musical conductor of the Red Skelton Show. And now I have a very important announcement to make.
Move it, bub.
I'm David Rose. I conduct the orchestra.
You're
here.
who?
David Rose.
You the guy that wrote Holiday for Strings?
Yeah.
Huh? Move it, bub.
I was trying to say that I've been asked to sort of stand by and take care of things because I understand Red Skelton was to be detained at MGM Studios. But I'm very sorry to announce that he was not detained. Skelton?
Move it, bub.
Red, can I tell a few jokes about Melanie, my little daughter? She was sitting at the piano the other afternoon, and
you're going to tell jokes?
Yeah, like you do about
Sam.
About sitting at the piano, see?
I'm really kidding. We have a lot of fun here on the show. It's sort of like one big happy family, you know. No, really and truly, now you take like last week, Benny Rubin, who was on the show, and in the Tide commercial, he misspelled the word Tide. Now, we don't let things like that bother us. We hold no grudges or anything. As a matter of fact, Benny Rubin is back with us again this week. Would you open? Hey, Benny! Hey, boy! You know, Benny and I, we don't have to do this for a living. We have our own little racket. We sell white shotguns to formal weddings, you know. A lot of things happened this week. I see where Eisenhower made a speech in the rain, and Taft was very sorry about the whole thing. He was praying for a blizzard. Seemed like businesses picked up this last week. I went out and I got rid of my old automobile so I could buy a new television set. And what do you think the first thing I see on television? My old car. It's a lot of fun in Los Angeles now. Spring is here. You can always tell when it's spring comes to Los Angeles. The smog is green. I see where the Russian ambassador, he went back to Russia, and he had a briefcase with him, and they asked him, says, what is in the briefcase? He said, secret documents. Says it, how to build the atomic bomb? He says, no, how to get out of Russia. I asked this ambassador, I said, are you going back on your own free will? And he says, yes, I am. And with that, somebody yanked his leash, and that's the last we saw of him. Oh, by the way, they have a new daytime serial program in Russia now called Just Plain Bull. Now, we're really having fun out here. We're having sort of an Indian summer. Indian summer, that means it's warm if you're an Indian. And let's see, what else can we talk about? The potatoes. Yeah, they now have potato leggers. Potatoes are so high, you see, the price went up. You eat potatoes? And as a matter of fact, we have a Spud Easy down the street now where you can go in and get potatoes. You know, like the old speakeasy? Boy, when you got to explain them, Tim. Down at the Brown Derby, potatoes now are so expensive at the Brown Derby, you can get hash brown potatoes and your choice of meat. Say, there's a little fellow that sort of hangs around with Richard. His name's Scott Stewart's name. And the other day, Richard has a lemonade stand out in front of the house. So I said, how's business? He said, pretty good, kid, pretty good. Your lemonade is wonderful. Your lemonade is wonderful. And it would be much nicer if I had a lemon. I said, you're selling lemonade that has no lemons in it? He says, yeah, but I got $5.95. I said, well, how did you get it? He says, I'm selling raffle tickets. I says, on what? He says, a television set. Would you like to buy a raffle ticket? I said, I've got a television set. He says, you won't have it in an hour. I'll tell you. This is the cute. The other day he said to me, he says, you mess with me, boy. You mess with me, and I'll lock myself in the room all week, and then Sunday, what a dull program you going to have. We have 7 new little kittens, and I took the Valentina and Richard out to the garage to look at these little kittens, and they looked at the kittens, and then they looked up at me, and they said, well, don't look at us. We didn't break it. Oh, what a beating this cat takes. The other day, I walked in, and I says, after Richard had gone to bed, I said to the cat, I says, having a pretty rough time, huh, cat? And the cat says, yep. I says, he says, nobody, Dad, will know the trouble I've seen. The cat don't really talk, but I read his lips, you see. I said, well, what's all the trouble, cat? He says, Richard, who else? As a matter of fact, I think I'm getting me a Maltese lawyer, and I'm going to sue. You know, you got to be nuts to do this stuff. He says, I'm going to get me a Maltese lawyer and sue. I says, well, what for? He says, do you see my tail? I says, no. He says, see you in court, too. Valentine and Richard, they both go to a little Bonner school, and they're getting, so they're very proud of themselves. They spell. So the other day, Richard came up, and I says, you can spell now, huh? He says, yes, I can. I says, spell bird. He says, B-U-R-D. I says, what? He says, B-U-R-D. I says, that's not the way you spell bird. It's B-I-R-D. He says, it's B-U-R-D. And he says, now I'll bet you $1. I said, okay, it's a bet. Now, how do you spell bird? He says, B-I-R-D. I says, you just spell it B-U-R-D. He says, we're betting now, kid. I took a trip this week and checked into a hotel, and I happened to kind of look across this court that they had, and I watched different people getting into bed. Do you ever figure how silly you look when you go to bed at night, huh? Wait, open up, will you? I want to show you something here. Well, we all have to go sooner or later. First, you have a young girl who's in love going to bed. You ever see these girls? What is really fun are these guys that never can quite make it, you know. What'd you do, glue this up? These guys. My, I haven't played one of these in years. A very lovely, well, what do they call old maids going to bed.
Skelton's Film Scrapbook. By request, we again present Weepy in the Mountains.
I don't know why I ever bought this ski lodge anyhow. I set up here over myself. Nobody ever comes up. It's so cold. It's getting colder every day. Look at that. Probably a customer. Come in, no! You gotta open it. My finger's caught. That's better. It's caught again. Oh, good heavens.
How's business up here at the ski lodge?
Please, have a little respect for the dead, will you? I don't know what is wrong up here. It's always snowing and it's so cold. This morning I had to jack up the cows to milk them. There's one fella did come up to the lodge 2 weeks ago, and he stooped over to fix his skis, and he froze to death. We had to bury the poor sucker in a drum. Oh, my. I think I'll go see if it's clearing up outside. Oh! Too soon!
What are you knitting?
It's clearing up.
What are you knitting?
Huh?
I said, what are you knitting?
A new line for that boy that was just at the door. No, I'm making something. I'd rather not tell you what it is.
Oh, come on, you can tell me.
No, I can't tell you. I can't tell anyone.
Yes, you can. I wouldn't
No,
tell anybody.
yes, you would. I tell you, and then you tell somebody else, and they'll tell somebody else, and time it gets back to me, it won't be what I'm making. I'm making a glove.
It's only got 4 fingers in it.
I know it's for my cow.
I'm sick and tired of your weeping and whining.
Oh, no.
I'd get out of here if I could find transportation.
Oh, no, don't go. Please don't leave me up here by myself.
Why not?
Huh? Well, you come up with an answer for that. There's a good line.
You know where I could get a dub team?
Do what?
You know where I could get a dub team?
Oh, you could probably get Stanford cheap right now.
Why did you buy this ski lodge anyway?
Oh, I don't know. I wanted to win the diamond ski in Sun Valley, but I don't know. Everything happens to me. One of the fellas came in and he made a high dive right in from the ski jump into a big snowdrift, you know, about 100 feet deep. The poor guy.
Was he hurt?
We won't know till the spring thaw. Look, you better go get some supplies for us. I went to left. Too soon! Too soon! Too soon! Come on, you gotta go get the supplies.
I want to go.
You gotta go.
You go.
You go.
You go.
You go.
You go.
This is a new game called You Go. Anyone for tennis? Now. I think there's somebody at the door. Hey, I got news for you. My finger's caught again. Good. Boy, what an imagination you got. There's no fire in there. Look, now you go on up and get those supplies for us. And if you meet that grizzly bear up in the path, be very friendly toward him. Don't make enemies with him. You can be friendly.
Make friends with a grizzly bear?
Sure. One of my ski lodge members came up here and he made friends with the bear.
Did the bear like him?
He must have. He ate all of them. Look at the supplies, will you? Here. Help me with the door, will you? Thank you, Marty. That's nice. Wait a minute! Good heavens.
Oh, hey, you got anything hot to drink?
Huh?
Got anything hot to drink?
I'm glad you stopped in. We haven't had anybody up here for so long.
It's a nice lodge you got here.
Isn't it nice?
How much is it by the week?
I don't know. Nobody ever stays that long. Here.
Oh, snow blindness.
No. Wait, I'll get you a pair of the dark glasses. You see, we wash all of our linens in Tide.
What's the name of that product?
Here it comes, folks. In Tide, T-I-D-E, Tide. It gets clothes dazzling bright, and voice prints come out dazzling bright, and it's kind to your hands. It makes glassware sparkle, and oh, it's really Tide. Yeah, that's Tide, yeah. Here, I'll see it. It's so bright. Here, pour you a cup there. Probably frozen. Oh, here it comes. There you are. Oh, I hit the man's back with a supply. Yeah, that's it. Well, get the supplies? I got them. 12 bottles of liquor and a loaf of bread? Well, you silly jerk, what are we going to do with all that bread?
Skelton's Scrapbook. Folding Boy.
Hello there.
How are you?
How are you?
Fine.
You McPug's manager?
Yeah.
How do you do? I'm Ed Penny. I'm the sports reporter down here on the Daily Bugle.
Uh-huh.
Say, tell me a little bit about this fighter of yours, will you, McPug? Tell me about him. What sort of fella is he? Got a lot of heart?
Has he got a lot of heart? Why, only this afternoon at the weigh-in. A fan came up, shook his hand, McPugg passed out.
Yeah, but what about that time that he was knocked out in 1 minute and 30 seconds by O'Shaughnessy, huh?
Oh, well, O'Shaughnessy was in lousy condition that night, yeah.
Say, is that your boy going into the ring there now?
Yeah, there he goes now. Hey, is that McPugg standing up?
That's McPug.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it's your boy.
Yeah.
Here he comes now.
What that? What that? 2 minutes and I got... Out in a silly place to put a chair, huh? Hey, boy. Yeah?
What happened?
I'm hot tonight. I don't know what it is. You know what happened? I did it, boy. I did it. I walked out to the ring and I went, boom. I think the fight's been fixed.
Oh.
I never knocked out anybody before in my life, boy.
Listen, McPug. How do you do? I'm an old newspaper man.
Well, there's no money in old newspapers, I can tell you that.
Oh, look, I'm from the Bugle. The Bugle.
Well, blow, will you? Yeah. Say, you know, this may interfere with my losing streak, you know.
Yeah.
People, they're going back to Capistrano.
I don't see anything.
Open the window, will you? Let me come here.
Yeah, let the canaries out the window, will you?
What canaries?
What window? Where's the window? Boy, I was really in old condition
See, now,
tonight.
Mr. McPug, let's get on with this interview here now.
Yeah.
Tell me,
Anybody want a good humor? I hear him coming.
now, how long have you been in the fight game?
This is a game?
Tell me, though, please.
You're getting awful strong there, boy. Use a newspaper like the other fellas do. The fight game, if it's a game, somebody better tell some of them guys I've been rattling with. There's a flamingo. How about that? Saying these things that drive me nuts. Will you get that phone, will you? It's driving me crazy over here. Never mind, I'll answer it myself. Hello. Hello, McPug's McPug's dressing room. Hello? This guy calls me up all the time, but when I answer, he's never there. Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
Answer the phone, will you?
You what?
I said answer the phone.
Don't ever get that punchy, boy.
Will you bring me the phone?
All right, I'll bring you the phone. Here's the phone. What happened here? Hey, Sam, no wires. Next week, no Sam. Boy, I can't get over me winning the fight tonight.
Say, Mr. McPug, tell me something. Give me
You
a...
have very strong hands, don't you?
It's all right, Mac. Don't worry about it.
Mac, okay. What?
I said, could you give me a blow-by-blow description of the
There was
fight?
only 2 blows. I hit my opponent and he hit the canvas down the way. I can't get over me winning this fight. How about that guy? Poor that guy Douglas didn't lay a hand on me.
Douglas, the guy you was fighting was Slugger Kelly. Douglas was the referee.
I I thought he was a little slow. He was a referee.
That's right.
You ought to get me more fights like that, then, boy. Oh, so
Yes.
you...
Tell me something. Did
Yeah,
you...
it's written right there if you want to read it. I mean...
So that O'Shaughnessy gave you quite a lacing, didn't he?
No. I thought this other guy was just a polite fighter. He counted 10 before he knocked me down, you see. O'Kennedy.
Yeah, the guy that gave you such a lacing.
Oh, and tied a bow in the back, too, boy.
Hey, McPugg.
Oh, they're towing the bell for somebody. I hope it's not one of the boys I fought.
Say, Cauliflower.
What?
What happened? They knocked the mouthpiece out of your kisser.
A mouthpiece within my kisser?
That's right.
Boy, what them lawyers won't do to make a buck nowadays. Stop it, will you?
Just a minute. Let me take your gloves off here.
Okay, take them off. Who cares? There. Now, I know what you're thinking, but how I got in there, you see, last month I ran in the Kentucky Derby, you see. I'm an all-around sport, I am. What you doing there? Wait a minute, will you, Doc? What are you doing? Could I have that glove back?
What do you want this glove for?
It's got my hand in it, you see. There. Oh, no, there it is. Here, up, boy, up, down, Brent, down.
Tell me, did your opponent hurt you?
You mean the one I fought?
The one you fought, did he hurt you?
Well, yes. But I'm going to complain to the boxing commissioner.
What the matter?
Complain, huh?
What the matter?
Yeah.
You sound like me there for a minute.
What are you going to complain about?
The guy knocked me down in a neutral corner.
A neutral corner?
Yeah, it was neutral, and I wanted to keep it that way. Hey, look, don't get me wrong, you see. This guy was a very bad fighter. What are you mixing, bread? This guy was very bad. He was fouling me all the time, you know.
Foul punch?
Yeah, but one time I threw a right cross, then a left cross, then a blue cross.
Listen, tell me something. Your trunks are up sort of high there, weren't they?
Oh, I wear them very high. I wear them, no, hitting below the belt, you see.
You wear 'em up to the...
Do I?
You wear them up to the armpits. I'll say that's a little high.
Let's not talk about my afflictions.
Afflictions?
Yes, I have a very short waist. A very long armpit. Careful, there's a kangaroo. I scared him that time. Hey, you know, I fought a kangaroo once in Australia.
Say, there's an interesting angle.
Yes,
Kangaroo in
it is.
Australia.
Yes.
Did you win?
Well, no, the sneaky little devil. He had a pocket full of friends.
Say, what's the
I
matter
saw a
with you?
very funny thing with these two kangaroos. They were running towards each other, and they jumped in each other's pockets and disappeared right in front of them.
Say, what's wrong with your head, McPugg?
I don't know.
Wait a minute, wait a
I got
minute.
a little headache.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm sorry, did I hurt you?
Oh, no.
Well,
no.
look at me. Straight, look at me.
I'm looking at
Wait,
you.
I'll fix it. Wait a minute.
We're going to meet you around here, but good, boy. A night meeting you there.
Yeah.
It's a
Wait a minute.
horrible way to go through life.
Wait,
isn't it?
I'll
What are you going to do now?
Come here.
Well, stop it, you silly... What are you doing? You're stretching my arm.
I'm not stupid. I'm fixing your neck.
You are not. You're stretching my arm. Look at it now. You stretched my arm. Why don't you go... You guys treat me like I was some kind of something out of the ring or something. Somebody been in there too long and hearing bells and boys. Don't get me wrong, boy. I will give up before I start hearing bells and boys. Yeah? Yes, sir. You ought to see some of them rattlers down at that rooming house.
Oh, huh?
Ah, them poor duckers are really gone.
Oh, McPugg! Oh, you're so magnificent. You're wonderful. Oh, you're my dream man. You're the man I've waited for all my life. Oh, McPugg, let's fly away together. Let's go to the ends of the earth together. Well, don't just stand there. Say something. Say something.
Well, how are things off the little theater off Times Square, huh?
So that's the way you feel, is it? Well, here.
What's this? Oh, a little fan letter from the sheriff. How about that?
You dope. That's a subpoena.
A subpoena?
You're being sued.
What for? I'm being sued? What's that?
The morons of America. They want you to resign.
Well, they can't. I'm the secretary. It's a non-profit organization, but I'm secretary, you know.
You're the treasurer, too, you know.
Of everything. Who's
So
this
you're
coming?
the treasurer of the Morons of America.
What's this coming up now? There's another bit coming.
Come on in, Mother. Cauliflower, you owe me a return match.